How I launched it on Reddit and got over 50 signups by Charlie from Idea Hub. I've been using Reddit to promote projects for a while now, including last year growing my newsletter for over 2,300 subscribers, but this week I took to Reddit again to launch my new platform SlotSwap and achieve over 15 signups to my waitlist. This post is a breakdown of how I choose the subreddit to launch it in, how I constructed the post, and how I promoted the launch for best results with all zero backlash from the community. Bit about SlotSwap. First, for context, here's a bit about SlotSwap. Imagine you have a newsletter, and so do I. Well, let's say we write about a similar topics. We might want to give each other a shout out in our newsletter to help each other grow. Usually, we would meet on Twitter, Indiehacker, or some other platform and go through a back and forth process to arrange data and create promotional content and link that we can share in our emails. The day comes and we send out our emails and we each grow by a few subscribed neat. Doing this with 4/5 partners a month can be a nice way to leverage other people's audience and grow our own newsletter. The trouble is finding the right newsletter, managing the content for each swap and tracking the result is a real pain. So I decided, being a technical guy, that I could solve this platform and starting building slow swaps. As an all-in-one platform, the first thing I did was create a simple landing page in Framer and a waitlist in Tally. I then took the internet and tried to get some signups. Finding the best subreddit. I initially got my first 30 signups just from messaging people on Twitter, and that worked fine, but I need something more scalable. That is where Reddit come in. Having used Reddit for promotions a lot before, I started looking into different subreddits. The trick is to find one of a decent size, but that is also has really good engagement. So as a guide, size 100k ideally, but 10k is fine for a niche product. Post per day, 10 plus minimum. Comment on top post, 10 plus minimum. This is most important. Upvote on top few post, 15 plus. Caveat. This is not a science. A lot of time it's trial and error. I have a few candidates, but eventually settle on Substack as it's tightly related to newsletter and had some highlights engagement posts over the last few weeks. Writing the post. I then started to write my post. My number one rule, sound weird but it's work, is to just try and write the post as quick as I can without really thinking too much. The more you tweak and optimize, the more you change the whole tone of the post and people can start to notice. It is always best to be off the cut on Reddit. I also had a background in running my own newsletter, so I leveraged this as much as I could to create social proof right off the bat. Here's the full post in action. Brought in 17 comments and 35 waitlist signups over 24 hours. While the post did well, a few days later I knew there are probably a lot of people that hadn't seen it. So a few days later I did another post. Thank you to community for their support and result in another 15 or so signups. Here's the second post. What is next? So in total 15 plus signups for about 20 minutes total of writing. Not bad. I'm going to be branching out to more subreddits over the next few weeks and start pursuing other communities on platforms like Twitter, Facebook too. Plus, I will periodically keep updates each subreddit on my progress, which should also help to keep signups growing. And obviously, I need to actually build the platform. on the joys of spinning platforms as a solo founder. Thank you for reading. Bye bye.